See, this is why it's dangerous to give birth nowadays in these hospitals, because Dallas Regional left that woman to be in agonizing pain while that nurse just sat there and was typing away.
What is happening in healthcare these days? Because the amount of videos that I've seen, that nonchalant nurses that will see patients and just see them like they are nothing, patients in pain. This woman is in active labor, and you're there asking questions, no remorse, no empathy, nothing. You're just asking question, when is your due date? Let me show you all the video.
Your due date. Right now. Is your due date 11? What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes. You have 2 babies at home? It's in my ass. You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Lang is her doctor. Y'all treat all your patients like this, or just the black ones?
Beverly, this is the first patient for you. Alright, last name is Jones. She's G3P2. I'm not sure when her due date is.
Her due date is the 10th.
I think her due date is the 10th.
She had 3 pregnancies, 2 babies at home. I bet y'all listen next time. When you found out you was delivering at this hospital, your ass should have changed doctors. Everybody say how they treat.
This video is very triggering, you guys, and very annoying, super annoying. Like, you can see that she was intentionally ignoring her, because you cannot tell me you're a nurse and you see a woman in active labor and you don't know. And she's telling that she already had kids, because we know that if it's your first child, some people don't even know if they're in labor. So first she's even making noise that she's in pain. You should supposed to even go and meet her, attend to her. You're asking, what kind of questions are you asking? I believe that she has been using the hospital, and her name alone should bring out the details of whatever information that you guys have collected all the while that she has been coming for the antenatal visit. So I do not understand, when is your due date, when is your this, and she's telling you that she can feel the baby in her, and she was still nonchalant. She was just you guys, what is your take on this video? I have few reaction on this video. Let's watch the stitches together, and I'll see you all at the end of the video.
3 people here.
Due date. Right now. Is your due date 11? What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes. You have 2 babies at home? It's in my ass. You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Lang is her doctor.
There's no way this is normal procedure for a woman to show up to a hospital that's in labor, and as a nurse, you sit her down in front of a computer screen and ask her a bunch of questions instead of you getting her into the delivery room. 12 minutes after they got her into the delivery room, that woman gave birth. And if that is normal procedure, it's stupid. And secondly, that nurse showed no compassion whatsoever for that woman. She does not deserve to be a nurse. She didn't just go to a random hospital. When she asked what's the name of the doctor, she gave her the doctor's name. So she's been going there. There should be something in place where you can quickly look that up and get these people where they need to be.
Okay, so let's talk about this, right? This is a video I just came across where this young woman is visibly in labor, and the callous nurse is casually asking her, with all the time in the world, different questions, intake questions, and is ignoring the fact that this lady is actively in labor. And the caption said her son was born 12 minutes later. And then this said, this woman had her in the waiting area more than 30 minutes. The delivery was awful. Okay. So I want y'all to put on your dark goddess lens. If you don't know what that is, just sit quietly. Don't try to participate. Just sit quietly. Okay? Because you might learn something that you did not know before today. Women have allowed the sacred act of childbirth to be exploited and perverted in this very much inverted realm. Okay? Now, on the surface, a lot of women will say, why are they treating us like this? First of all, coming from a Black woman's lens, right? It is common knowledge that Black women are the original woman. And Black women will repeat this rhetoric because it makes them sound good temporarily in the moment, but they don't want to fully own what that actually means, right? And how you ended up being so carelessly considered in the very realm that comes from your very womb. As long as you continue to do something, your words of dissatisfaction means nothing. Okay?
The video I just watched is absolutely horrifying. There is footage circulating on social media right now of a young Black pregnant mother in active labor arriving to an emergency department, and instead of receiving urgent, compassionate care, the triage nurse appears to be more focused on completing paperwork than focusing on the human life right in front of her. It appears she doesn't visibly check her, no fetal monitoring, no stabilization, instead forms in a mother that is in active labor. This is a medical emergency, and in that moment, she appears to be completely ignored. No empathy, no humanity, just cold, and that is completely unacceptable. My heart goes out to that mother. I hope with all my being that she and her baby are okay, because we as healthcare workers, we should be the ones that embody light, hope, compassion, humanity. But in this case, all of that was missing. And here's the hard truth. This is not an isolated incident. Black women in the United States are 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women. 3 times. If you saw that video, and if what you witnessed is an obvious display of discrimination, and you felt your blood boil, you are not alone, because I am fired up too. Because this is entirely preventable. And as caregivers and as healers, we must demand better from ourselves and from our system. And to that young mother, I truly hope you're okay. I hope someone stepped in. I hope you were heard, and I hope you were seen. To my fellow healthcare workers, we need to do better. We must show up. We must listen. We must take action, because every mother deserves dignity. Every baby deserves life, and every patient deserves humanity.
See, this is why it's dangerous to give birth nowadays in these hospitals, because Dallas Regional left that woman to be in agonizing pain while that nurse just sat there and was typing away on the computer, didn't even give this woman the time of day, didn't think not once to check on her, didn't even think to keep her soothed or calmed down, didn't even move her head from the screen. This woman is barely holding still, screaming. You're asking her these questions. I have never seen a hospital conduct a active labor in this manner. That's not how you do that. If you're in active labor, you get pushed to the back. You're dang near like a walking emergency. There's no more emergency than that. And then to find out that the lady gave birth a couple minutes later, like I think between like 10 to 12 minutes later, that's insane. She should have been in a bed. She should have been comfortable. She should have been like, that's the care that you're giving out now, Dallas Regional. And the crazy part about it is Dallas Regional is known for doing these things. And a lot of people have these same stories. Not to mention, it's down the street from me, you guys. And I'm sorry, in the medical industry, they always look at Black women when we give birth as like an anomaly. Like, oh, it's okay, they can handle pain. It's like they kind of just blow us off. They don't listen to us. And I had a similar story like hers, not to that effect, but I had a similar story where a nurse was just doing way too much. But it's so important nowadays that you guys have the right support system with you when you go into these hospitals, because that's how you end up in this situation like that young lady did. You're sitting there in agonizing pain, no help, can't do nothing besides scream and moan and sit in a chair. That woman needs to be fired ASAP.
Right now. Is your What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes. You have 2 babies
It's
at
in
home?
my ass.
You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Being a nurse, being a black medical professional in America, this was very hard. This was very disgusting to watch, because I know that deliberately that nurse was being nasty while a lady is in labor. Come to find out, this lady was in labor with twins. She literally told you, her nurse, that she felt the babies in her backside. You know what that means. As a nurse, you know what that means. So I support every action of discipline towards this nurse, because that was very disgusting and barbaric behavior. How could you, as a medical professional, you're supposed to take care of your patients regardless of your beliefs. Is it racism? What is it? Were you having a bad day? You don't need to be anybody's nurse. You don't deserve to hold a nursing license at all. If you cannot do bedside, then leave. There's other opportunities. There are other opportunities. You should not be working with any patient. Stand the need to get some information, but to hear that lady screaming, knowing that those babies could come out any moment, you're asking for stuff that you can ask after she gives birth. How about you will her to labor and delivery, and when she's settled there, you can pull her mom to the side and ask her some questions. What is going on in healthcare? Honestly, every call to action to sue that nurse, sue the hospital, please do it. Because we need to get rid of these nasty people in healthcare. They make it harder for the patients, and they make it harder for their co-workers that actually truly love what they do. There is no room for mean girl activity in nursing. As a nurse, you are the person, you're like literally the frontline worker. If your patient can't trust you, then what are you doing? This lady is in labor, for God's sake. This is not no regular patient. She's in labor with twins. Active labor. You have the monitors. You see it. And you're asking her questions, and then you're on the phone. No eye contact. You're not even concerned. No back rubs. No offering nothing. Nothing. You're just there on the phone with your... You're disgusting. I don't care if you're having a nasty, bad day. If you know you cannot handle your job, and you know that your moods and your attitude is going to spill into your work dealing with patients, you better call out. If you cannot check your emotions at the door, you better call out. There is no room for racism in healthcare. There is no room for mean girl activities in healthcare. Check yourself.
When you found out you was delivering at this hospital, your ass should have changed doctors.
And she literally gave birth. They said she literally gave birth 12 minutes after that. Do you all see what that funky nurse did? She sat there and took her sweet time. Now, I don't even know what happened before this that prompted the woman to start recording, but she probably was taking, they said they sat there for 30 minutes. 30 minutes while this lady was in active labor. Who does that? She's screaming and writhing in pain, and you sit up and ask her, when's your due date? After she's told you. You could have got all of her information from the woman that was sitting next to her while you was wheeling her into the dang on delivery room. This is why we have such, oh my God, such a high mortality rate during childbirth. Higher than any other race of women. We are 6 times more likely to experience birth complications, and 3.5 times more likely, more higher than white women, to be unalive during childbirth. It is because these people do not see us as human. It is because, not all, but these people do not see us as human. Y'all already know that we are the reason for certain surgeries. We are the reason for certain things that happens at the OBGYN, certain procedures, because they experimented on us with no anesthesia, because they thought that we experienced pain, less pain than the I'm trying to calm down because this triggered me so bad. It triggered me so badly to see her in agonizing pain. And this woman got the nerve to sit up there and be moving like blackberry molasses, and then wasn't even logging in the information properly. She literally said, we're not sure the due date. After they told her the due date
Not even 5 minutes ago. These people do not care. And not all. Like, you will find some that actually do care. But it like, this is too common. This is too common. Even Serena Williams, multi-millionaire, probably a billionaire with her network combined with her husband's. She's probably a billionaire at this point. She had birth complications. She had some type of infection because she kept saying, I'm in pain. And they didn't believe her because they look at us as a subhuman. For real. We have to have, if you having a baby, you got to have your birthing plans together. You got to have somebody that you could trust. You got to really do your due diligence when you are finding a hospital, a doctor, a midwife, whatever it is. Because this is absurd. What do y'all think about this? Honestly, I feel like she has a lawsuit on her hands because that seems like malpractice to me. I'm sorry. You gonna have that lady sitting there. And then I was showing somebody else a man, and he was like, oh, well, the lady made it worse. Like, she shouldn't have said, do y'all treat black people like this because they probably could have caused her to move slower. And I get that, whatever. He's like, you just record and make sure that you're taking care of the pregnant woman and make sure and then get out of there. I'm like, I get it. But at the end of the day, what the hell are we supposed to do if we don't use our voices to speak up? Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Are we going to say this is a racist thing, or it's just a thing for her? I feel like it's even if she's naturally like that, I feel like she's actually going to should be worse on black women, because I personally feel like they feel like black women can handle pain. Oh, you're just being loud. You're not so much in pain. There's not that deep. I just feel so, because I don't know. It feels like she has one hidden hatred. Like she's angry towards her for something that she did not even know that she did to her. Because I don't understand why you see, and you're a nurse. You're a nurse. For God's sake, you're supposed to care for people, and you see someone in pain actively, but she's about to put to bed, and you know that 2 lives are at risk. And what if she's even pregnant with twins? Okay, let's say 2 lives are at risk, and you're ignoring, and you're just acting as if you're busy with the computer. What are you doing with the computer? She didn't even come alone. If she had come alone, it's okay. She went there alone. You could have asked her all those questions. Ask the person that brought her all those questions. Attend to her first. Ask the woman or her mom, I don't know who came with her, all those questions and all of that. What's the point of rushing to the hospital that you want to put to bed, and when you still be treated like an animal? Black women were not safe at all, especially when you come in contact with people like this in the hospital. In fact, there are some doctors that are even worse. There's some nurses, just because of your skin color, they treat you like an animal, like as if you don't care. They don't care about you. You don't matter. You know, I've seen women or other people talking about how they ignore their wives during labor and they got unalived. Even after they put to bed, they were in pain. They keep telling them they were in pain. They just feel like when a black woman tell you that they are in pain, you're just over exaggerated. There's nothing. What's there? They've ignored a lot of women, and they've gotten unalive because of that, because of this behavior. This is really sad. Nothing pissed me off more than the attitude she was giving. The I don't care. Oh, you can scream all you like. I'm going to be done typing whatever I'm typing and ask you the same question over and over again before I attend to you. It's annoying. Like, it is so annoying. You guys, what is your take on this video? Can you share your thoughts about this video down in the comment section? Respectfully, as always, Sugar Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys.